Let's go. It is December the 30th, 2018. All right, I know I haven't made a video in a while on this channel, and I apologize. I've just been busy on my other channel and just with everything else in life. No excuses, but it is what it is. I'm a fair warn you though, this video is probably going to be all over the place, so let's just get right into it. First, let's just start with something I wanted to complain about a while ago, and that's the Pro Bowl selections. It's absolutely ridiculous that Mike Evans was not selected as a starter to the Pro Bowl. Now, me, myself, I could give a flip about the Pro Bowl. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a joke. But the principle of the matter, me as a Bucs fan, me as a huge Mike Evans fan, I'm really upset at the fact that Mike Evans didn't make it to the Pro Bowl. I don't want to hear about this backup or alternate selection nonsense. Like, I don't care about that. Dude just broke the all-time franchise record for receiving yards by, like, come on, man. Like, Mike Evans he's one of those receivers that, as a Bucs fan, like, if you're a diehard Bucs fan, that you're gonna look back on when his time is done, and you're gonna say, man, we were lucky, we were blessed to have been able to watch this dude do what he has done. And of course, when I started complaining about that, you know, at my job up here in Charlotte, of course I had to start hearing the Winston haters start jumping out of the bushes and telling me how, well, if he had a decent quarterback, you get it. I don't want to hear it. That's even more of a point on why this dude should have made the Pro Bowl as a starter. But you know what? That's going to lead me into my next comment, which is the Jameis Winston haters. Obviously, you see, I got my Seminole gear on. This has been a rough year for me, all right, so cut me some slack. But as a Seminole fan, right, I've admitted that I see this guy through rose-colored glasses, okay? I've admitted that. But I want you to tell me, if you get rid of Jameis Winston, who you're going to bring in next year as your quarterback. Now, they've already announced, it looks like he's going to come back. He will be the starter next year, or at least he'll have a chance to fight for that spot. But he'll be back next year. They're not letting him go. But my question is to you. If you're a Jameis hater, right, whether you're a Bucs fan or not, whether you're a Knowles fan or not, if you don't like Jameis and you don't want to see him coming back next year, who was going to be the guy that you were going to bring back? Was it going to be Teddy Bridgewater? Was it going to be that guy? Because I just watched I watched a little bit of that Saints game today against the Panthers, and don't get me started on Teddy Bridgewater, because he's, in my opinion, he's like the second coming of Sean King. And I remember watching Sean King. I remember the entire stadium, Raymond James Stadium, just taking like a deep breath every time he went back to throw a pass, because we didn't know what was going to happen. And I know my Jameis haters are going to say, well, look at all the interceptions. Yeah, I get it. The turnovers, these are things that have to be corrected. But as a Bucs fan, all the years we had to suffer through nonsensical offenses that couldn't move the ball, and we finally have a gunslinger that's willing to take a risk, you know what? I'll take that risk. Now, if you're younger and you didn't have to go through all those years of suffering and pain, come on. I remember the year we won the Super Bowl and Brad Johnson threw that pass to Joe Jaravicious, and he went all the way down the field, right? That was exciting as a Bucs fan to see that happen. That was exciting. And that was like a little 5-yard, crossing route, and Joe Jaravicious was the one that did all the work. Go back and watch the play. It was just a cheesy pass across the middle, Joe Jaravicious was the man. I love that dude. But anyways, it's not about him right now. My point is that we went through some nonsense as Bucs fans watching the team not be able to move the ball. That's going to lead me in on my next point. Dirk Koetter. The Dirk Koetter supporters, the people that say we should keep him, are going to say, but our offense, Drew, our offense, the way we move the ball, we're putting up better numbers than we've ever put up before. Man, I don't care what kind of numbers you put up. If your score isn't higher than your opponent's score, then I don't care. I know I'm kind of being a hypocrite on my previous statement, because I just talked about how I love Jameis Winston, right? And he's throwing the ball around and it's exciting and yada, yada, yada. And you're saying, well, Drew, you're stupid because you just defended Jameis for the same thing you're not defending Dirk on. I get it. And again, this is kind of in the moment here, so I apologize, but I kind of wanted to do a raw video, kind of a raw emotion video, so it is what it is, right? Some of this is going to sound like, I'm a complete goofball. Like, what are you talking about? And somebody out there, maybe somebody will be like, yeah, I get what the dude's talking about. I understand. So Dirk Koetter, do we keep him, right? Yeah, because, I mean, we're putting up numbers, right? The offense, this is probably, in my lifetime as a Bucs fan, this is the best offense that I've seen. But am I giving the credit to Dirk Koetter, right? I mean, I talked about this early in the season after first 2 games, right, with Todd Monken. Like, is Todd Monken the reason why? I don't know. But it looks like he's gone, right? Whether you're supporting him or you're not supporting him, it looks like he's gone. I don't know what's going to happen with the GM, though. Like, Jason Light, like, I don't know. Like that's going to take me into my next comment here. Again, this is going to be like a babble session here from hell. All right? So, Deshaun Jackson. Now, should I have just made like 3 or 4 or 5 different videos on these topics? I don't know. Either way, this is a bitch fest today. I apologize. I try not to curse too much on here, but it is what it is. Deshaun Jackson, go. See you later. I don't even care anymore, dude. I tried to stick up for you. I tried to defend you. Todd Monken called it, and I should have listened to him when you came in the door, and he said, you came here for the money. Let's get it straight. You came here for the money. That's what you're about. And he came here for that reason only. If it wouldn't have been for the fact that the Bucs outpaid everybody else, he would have went somewhere else. He probably would have went to Philly. Because dude knows he be putting up, how many times do I see his Instagram page and him showing a highlight reel from when he was in Philly? Like, get out of here, dude. I don't care about Philly. I'm crossing my fingers right now that Philly loses today to the Redskins, man. If that could happen, or somehow the Vikings could win against the Bears, because I don't want to hear nothing from Eagles fans. I'm sick of them. I was kind of happy for him last year. I'm over him now. The Red Sox fans did the same thing to me in 2004, whenever they beat the Yankees. Anyways, I'm trying not to get sidetracked here, but like I said, this happens quite often with me, and I do this. Nevertheless, let me get back on track here and talk about what I meant to talk about. Deshaun Jackson, go. See, like, you don't want to play for us. You don't want to be a part of this organization. You was all cool when Fitzpatrick was throwing you bombs and you was getting your numbers and everything was going great. That was all cool for you. But as soon as Jameis came in and you wasn't getting the ball that much and he was giving the ball to other people, then you had a problem. That's when you had a problem, right, Deshaun? See you later, dude. I don't care about the name on the back of the jersey, man. Get out of here. Go somewhere else. Have a nice life. I ain't got no personal issues with the guy. Like, I'm sure he's a nice dude, but he's a diva, and I'm sick of him. And to be quite honest, I'm a huge Godwin fan, right? And I think him, Mike Evans, right? I think those are the 2 guys, all right? Deshaun can go on his merry way. See you later. And I totally just lost track of my boy number 10, who used to wear number 11 and gave it up for Deshaun, Humphreys. Why did I just, man, I like lost his name there for a second. But Humphreys, if you let Deshaun go, then maybe Humphreys, we got a better chance at keeping him. And I think that we need to try to keep him. Offensive line, right? I mean, again, I should save some of this stuff for the offseason video I'm going to make. So you know what? I'll get into the offensive line. I'll get into the changes we need to make at another time. But this was just a rant video. This game, this last part of the season, I said this before after my last video, is just kind of a synopsis of what it's been like to be a Bucs fan. So I'm frustrated right now. I'm frustrated. But this is a raw video, and I've been kind of wanting to do like kind of just a raw, just in my emotions video. And usually when I make one, I overthink it and I don't post it because honestly, I feel like I sound like an idiot. And I'm probably going to play this one back and I'm going to be like, yeah, I sound like an idiot. But I don't even care right now because honestly, I think being a Bucs fan makes you feel like an idiot sometimes. Like, what am I doing? Like, why am I even rooting for this team? I wish I could be a bandwagon fan, but I just can't. I love the Bucs. I love my Seminoles. I'll always be a supporter of my home teams. Even though I don't live in Tampa anymore, it's Lightning, Bucs, Rays, right? These are my teams. And I can't help it, right? It is what it is. So I'm always going to support them. I'm always going to be a Knowles fan, even when they're absolute trash. But I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep moving forward. I always trust the process. And And I'll try to make some more videos. I'll try not to be so like away from the scene for so long. It's just that honestly, I sounded like a broken record talking about it in the last few weeks, and I just didn't even want to talk about it. But I'm gonna try to make some more videos during the off season and just kind of talk about where I think we're gonna go as far as an organization. We just gonna continue to have 5 and 11 years. I mean, it's just this what we're gonna have every year. I don't know, but either way, I hope everybody out there has like a super safe and happy New Year, and we'll see what 2019 brings, right? I'm saying on my other channel, 2019 is going to be crazy, so why can't I believe that as a Bucs fan? I don't know. Put your glasses on, those rose-colored ones, and let's roll. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out.